Hi YouTube, my name is Andrea and I'm currently pre-op for gastric bypass, the RNY surgery. I'll get my surgery date on May 24th, which is just around the corner, so I'm super excited about that. I figured this TMI tag questions would be a perfect way to introduce myself to the community. What am I wearing? Just a denim long sleeve shirt. Have I ever been in love? Yes, I've actually been married. I'm divorced now. Ever had a terrible breakup? Yes, but luckily that was earlier on when I was young. My divorce has actually gone really smoothly. We get along better now that we're divorced. How tall am I? I am 5'3". How much do I weigh? This morning when I weighed myself, I was 247.2. Any tattoos? Only my eyebrows. I don't know if you can tell there's hair there, but it's very sparse and light. So yeah. Any piercings? I have my ears pierced and my nose. OTP, one true pairing, had to look that up, but from my understanding I would answer that as Marshall and Lily from How I Met Your Mother, or Corey and Topanga from Boy Meets World. Favorite show? I'd say of all time, it would be The Office. Favorite bands? That was hard, but I'd say of all time, probably Hootie and the Blowfish. I don't know if y'all have heard of them. They're around in the mid-90s. Darius Rucker, who now sings country solo, he was the lead singer. Something you miss. I miss going to my grandma's house in the summertime. She lives in, well, my grandma and Papa Jack, they live in the country in South Carolina, and I would just have so much fun going there. I'd spend the whole summer there playing with my cousins. Favorite song? That's tough, but I would say Hootie and the Blowfish, one of their songs called Hold My Hand. How old am I? I am 32 years old. What is my zodiac sign? I am a Scorpio sun sign, but I think there's more to it. I'm really into astrology. I'm an Aquarius moon and my rising sign is Libra, and I think they all have levels of expression, but I'm a Scorpio for sure. Quality I look for in a partner. There are a lot of great attributes that would be nice, but overall there just has to be a connection, on a soul level, if you will. A connection. Favorite quote: be the change you wish to see in the world, by Gandhi. I really like that one. My favorite actor or actress, first thing that came to mind was Robin Williams. I really love Mrs. Doubtfire and The Birdcage, pretty much anything Robin Williams is in. Favorite color? My favorite color is purple. Also really like orange. And I went to Clemson, so that worked out because that's the school colors. Loud music or soft? I'm gonna go with medium, but medium to loud. Where do you go when you're sad? I like to get in my car and drive. It helps me clear my mind. How long does it take me to shower? It can take 5 minutes up to like 30 or maybe a little longer. Depends like if I'm washing my hair or shaving. How long does it take me to get ready in the morning? If I take a shower in the morning, it takes me about an hour. If I don't, maybe 30 minutes. Ever been in a physical fight? Yes, I used to fight with my little brother until he got big enough to hurt me, which was pretty early on. Turn on. I'd say quiet confidence, that's sexy. Turn off. Overcompensation of insecurities or bad breath. The reason I joined YouTube, I think it'll be a good way to hold myself accountable. And also definitely because it seems like there's a really great WLS community out there, and I'd love to get to know some people. Fears, I don't know if y'all have ever seen these things, but they're called sprickets. I don't think that's their scientific name, but they are like a hybrid of a cricket and a spider, and they look like spiders, but they bounce around like crickets, and they can get really big, and that is just, those creep me out. I saw them in Arkansas. It's been my only exposure to them. I don't know. The last thing that made me cry, well, it happened to be, I made grits, which it's a southern food. I grew up eating them all the time, and I hadn't had them in such a long time, and I decided I'd make some grits, and I made them, and I go to eat them, and I just start crying. And it wasn't because of anything to do with surgery, or like, it wasn't even the food part, it was like mourning the loss of my childhood, because I hadn't had them since, well, as long as I can remember. And it was just sad. Because my grandma used to make grits really well, and I had them every day in the morning for breakfast growing up. The last time I said I loved someone, I told my dog Tucker I loved him this morning, if that counts. Meaning behind my YouTube name. Well, my name is Andrea, but it's spelled Andrea, like Andrea, and it's just pronounced Andrea. So I spelled it with an O to help for the proper pronunciation, and then R and Y. The last book I read was Journey of Souls by Dr. Michael Newton. I highly recommend that book. That book changed my life. It really resonated with me. It's pretty much the purpose of, like, the point of life from a soul perspective. The book I'm currently reading, it's called How Emotional Conflicts Trigger Disease. It's by Lauren Delsack. She's a master astrologer. It's a book with an astrological perspective. The last show I watched, I think it was How to Get Away with Murder on Netflix. The last person I talked to was my friend Rip. His name's Richard, but he goes by Rip. It's just what everybody calls him. We were sending pictures back and forth of how Halloween toddlers dressed up as elderly people. I'll show you. It cracked me up. Here's a picture. That just made me laugh so hard. We were sending pictures like that back and forth. What's my relationship between me and this person that I last texted? We've been friends since freshman year of college, so 14 years now. My favorite food, I would say macaroni and cheese probably. Place I want to visit, I'd like to visit Spain and like Barcelona and just around there. Last place I was, if that means where I lived last, I lived on the island of Nantucket off of the coast of Massachusetts, but the last place I visited was Washington, D.C. for an astrology conference. Do I have a crush? Yes, I do. Long story. Last time I kissed someone, my dog Tucker this morning. Last time I was insulted, probably last weekend. I had scheduled Safelite to come and replace my windshield, and the guy shows up and he starts taking pictures of my car as like wants to do like before and after, I guess. I'm not really sure. But he's like, then he hands me his phone and like a stylus to just sign, and I was like, what am I signing? And he looked at me like I was just like, and got all irritated, and I was like telling him that I wanted to read what it was that I was signing, and he looked at me like I was speaking another language, but he pulled it up. I just didn't appreciate being made to feel that way when I just wanted to know what I was signing. So my favorite flavor of sweet, I love chocolate and peanut butter, and Reese's are my favorite. What instruments do I play? I played, I don't know if I still can, the flute and the saxophone, the alto saxophone. Favorite piece of jewelry? Honestly, I'd feel naked if I don't have earrings in. The last sport I played, table tennis. I played tennis, but not for a while. The last song I sang Send My Love from Adele's latest album. It's the second track on the CD. Favorite chat-up line? I guess it's like a pickup line or whatever. Somebody told me once I had penetrating eyes, and as a Scorpio, anything penetrating is appealing. Have I ever used it? No. The last time I hung out with anyone, I would say is probably on this past Tuesday, a few days ago. I volunteer at a hospice, and I hang out with the people that I volunteer with. Who should answer these questions next? Anyone who would like to. I would love to get to know each and every one of you. Okay, well, there's my first video, and until next time.